I'm Jana.
I'm Bree.
And we want to talk about haunted houses.
Do I have to disclose if my house is haunted?
Actually, one of the most interesting conversations when it comes to selling a home can center around mandatory disclosures and what that means if the seller believes their home might be haunted. Washington state law does require that both the homeowner and the real estate agent disclose known material facts about a property. That's in RCW Chapter 64.06.
According to the Washington Association of Realtors, Washington agency law does not require a real estate broker to disclose a death. So that begs the question, is a haunted house a material fact?
Well, I think what constitutes evidence of a haunted house could probably be argued until the end of time. What's a little easier to determine, though, is if the house has been the location of a horrific crime that might make a buyer a little uncomfortable. As it pertains to real estate brokers, Washington law says this about material fact.
Death or suspicion that any property or the neighboring property is or was the site of a murder, suicide, other death, rape or other sex crime, assault or other violent crime, robbery, burglary, illegal drug activity, political or religious activity, cult activity, gang-related activity, the long list of awful things. Any use that hasn't adversely affected the physical condition of the title or the property is not a material fact that an agent or a homeowner has to disclose.
That's a mouthful.
But wait, that doesn't actually answer the question for the seller. Washington law actually doesn't provide a clear answer, and a real estate broker can't tell you how to navigate this unless that broker is actually an attorney that's licensed in Washington law.
So what does that mean for you?
Well, if you are selling the property and you're concerned about the history of the home, you should talk to your real estate broker or your attorney about how to proceed. Also, you need to be prepared to instruct your real estate broker on how you'd like to proceed and how you'd like them to answer questions in regard to the history, and make sure they are comfortable in your direction with the mandates by their firm in the policies on handling disclosure items.
So what you're really saying is that when it comes to disclosing something about a home, it's best if a homeowner gets that information from an attorney who's got legal knowledge on this topic.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that goes for any really difficult real estate questions, you know.
It's much cheaper to get an attorney to keep you out of trouble than to pay an attorney to get you out of trouble.
If you're buying a home, this is when it becomes especially critical to do your own due diligence. Research the property, talk to the neighbors and community members, and encourage your broker to ask direct questions on any topic that is important and matters to you.
Remember, we are here to help, and whether you are selling an old haunt or a new one, we would be delighted to be of service.
You can call, text, or email us if you have any other questions or need any assistance with your spooky real estate questions. Homes, haunts. Hashtag Happy Halloween! Hashtag Jana sells haunted houses.
Hashtag so does Bree.
Hashtag do I have to disclose if my house is haunted?